My dear students of class 12, hope you all are well by the grace of God. You have been getting bored and bored as you have been staying at home for a long duration. We don't know when the school will open for you. So we are much concerned about your studies as you are. Therefore, our school has decided to start online classes for you. And today is the beginning of your online classes. First of all, I would like to make myself familiar to you. I am Subhas Bhuimali, your English teacher. Today I shall take my first online class for you through this audio clip. Before starting my lessons, I would like to say to all of you, please listen to this audio clip very attentively till the end and then go through the part of the text that has been analyzed here. And I believe that you will comprehend the part of the text that has been analyzed in this audio clip. Today I shall read a poem for you. The poem's name is On Killing a Tree, the first poem of your textbook. On Killing a Tree is a beautiful poem written by Jeev Patel. Jeev Patel is an Indian poet. Professionally, he is a practicing physician who lives in Mumbai. Though Jeev Patel is a physician, he has an interest for literature. He keeps on writing poetry apart from practicing physician, practicing on medical science. On Killing a Tree is a beautiful poem. I believe that you will like this poem very much after listening to this audio and after going through the text by yourself. The poem On Killing a Tree is an ironical poem. Actually, in this poem, you will get a description of how a tree is killed, how a tree is cut down. Or this poem holds a description, a complete description of how a tree is cut down. But this is the apparent interpretation of the poem. But inwardly, this poem expresses Jeev Patel's much grievance against those people who unleash tyranny, cruelty over the trees. Actually, Jeev Patel is a true lover of nature. He is a true lover of trees. So he is much concerned over the way the trees are cut down, over the way the nature is getting spoiled by human beings. So in this poem, Jeev Patel has expressed his grievance against those people who are cutting down trees randomly for fulfilling their own interests. The poem has been titled as On Killing a Tree. Here the word killing is very significant. If you will go through the text, you will get a complete description of how a tree is cut down. But here, Chief Patel has used the term at the very title, killing. This is very significant. This poem is ironical because this poem apparently expresses a complete process of cutting down a tree, but inwardly, this poem expresses human cruelty, human tyranny in the way the deforestation is on its way, in the way the people are randomly cutting down the trees. Jeep Patel is very very much subtle observer. In his observation, the way the tree is cut down is rightly to be said the killing of a tree. Now let's read the poem stanza wise. Today I shall read the two stanzas of this poem. The poem has been composed in 4 stanzas. Today I shall read and analyze the first 2 stanzas. The first stanza. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. To cut down a tree, it needs much time. It's a lengthy work. It's a time-taking work. It's a time-killing work. It's not so easy work. It's not easy enough in the eye of Jeep Patel. If we think that a simple jab of knife, a simple strike of a knife, simple stroke of a knife will kill a tree, it's not true, it's not right. In fact, it's a very, very tough job according to Jeep Patel. Jeep Patel has found out some reasons behind this. And the reasons have been analyzed hereafter. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it. Jeep Patel thinks that it's not easy to kill a tree within so short a time because the tree has grown slowly through a slow process. The tree has risen itself on the surface of the earth, feeding upon its crust, feeding itself on the crust, on the surface of the earth. A tree has risen itself. Here, Jeep Patel has hinted at that a tree has grown after striving, after struggling for a long period of time. So, a tree, according to G. Patel, a tree knows how to survive, how to resist any sort of adversity. So, a tree, according to G. Patel, has much power of resistance. So, if we want to kill a tree, it will not be easy enough for us. Absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, for a long period of time, a tree absorbs sunlight, air, water, and completely with own endeavor, with own effort, a tree grows. So a tree knows, according to Chip Patel, a tree knows how to withstand, how to combat any sort of adversity, any sort of peril, any sort of danger. And out of its leprous height, sprouting leaves. Out of its leprous height, sprouting leaves. The tree has its skin or height, which is very much like the height of a leper or height of a leprosy patient. Its skin is as rough, as unsmooth as that of a leper or a leprosy patient. This is obviously ironical. This expression actually implies that the tree is much uncared for. The tree is much uncared for. Nobody is there to take care of a tree. Rather, the tree is the only one. The tree is the only one or to take care of itself. Nobody is there to take care of a tree. However, out of its unsmooth, rough skin, it sprouts leaves. Thereby, through much struggles, much strives, a tree grows itself. So, it's not easy to kill a tree. So, hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Second stanza. So, hack and chop, but this won't it. This alone won't do it. Jeep Patel thinks that hacking and chopping, actually we try to cut down a tree through hacking or chopping, but Jeep Patel thinks that the act of hacking and chopping will not kill a tree completely. This alone, here this refers to the act of cutting and chopping. This act of cutting and chopping will not kill a tree, as G. Patel believes, as G. Patel thinks and believes. Not so much pain will do it. Definitely, after hacking and chopping, we give much pain to the tree. A tree is pained after getting hacked and chopped, but that pain is not much enough, is not much for a tree, because more than that, much more than that, that pain a tree has um, experiences. The tree has much more painful experiences than that, than the pain that it gets from the act of hacking and chopping by us. So, a tree will manage itself even after getting hacked and chopped. The bleeding bark will heal. It's true that after getting hacked and chopped by us, the tree will bleed. Actually, a sap oozes out of the surface of the tree, of the bark, of its bark, when it gets hacked and chopped by us. But the tree will heal that. The tree will overcome that within so short a time. From close to the ground, if a tree is hacked and chopped, and it is cut down, um, uh, cut down very close to the ground, from close to the ground will rise, the tree will rise curled green twigs. So the remaining part of the tree, if we cut down a tree even towards the ground, the remaining part of the tree, the remaining part of it will rise from the ground, from close to the ground, curled green twigs. Once again, it will shoot curled green twigs. Curled green twigs. Twigs here refers to the small and tender shoots or tender leaves that will come from close to the ground in form of curls. Miniature bows, which if unchecked will expand again to forward size. These green twigs, these curled green twigs, are rightly called miniature bows. G. Patel called these curled green twigs as miniature bows, and this is a right term that G. Patel has used. Actually, these curled green twigs will once again turn into complete branches of the tree, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. Former size here refers to the shape of or the size of complete branches. So remember, if a tree is hacked and chopped and cut down towards the ground, it will heal again. It will heal soon, and it will shoot again curled green twigs or small tender branches, and these small tender branches will 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 turn into the complete branches of the tree. So Jeep Patel thinks and believes that it's not so easy to cut down a tree completely. However, in the second stanza, the two words are very much significant, are very much meaningful in respect of the in respect of the tone of the poem, or regarding the tone of the poem. The two words are very much significant, and these two words are hack and chop. We have understood the tone of the poem, and the tone of the poem is very much obvious, which I have already expressed to you before starting this poem, that the poet has expressed his much grievance against those people who unleash torture and brutality over the trees. So the underlying tone of this poem is tragic tone. The tragedy is with the tree. The tree is brutally treated by us. The way the tree is cut down is rightly called that the tree is killed. The tree is hacked and chopped. These two words, hack and chop, are very much suggestive of human cruelty, violence, the violence that human beings have over the trees. However, from these two stanzas, you have understood well, I believe you have understood well, that the poet is advocating for the trees. The poet Jeep Patel is taking side of the trees, and at the same time he is against the people who unleash tremendous torture over the trees, who unleash their brutality over the trees. He is criticizing people. He is criticizing human beings over the way they treat the trees. Okay, dear students, I end this audio clip here. In this audio clip, I have read the two stanzas of the poem on killing a tree and analyzed the two stanzas of the poem on killing a tree. You will, once again, I would like to say to you, please listen to this audio clip and then go through the part of the text that has been analyzed here. Okay, dear students, I say goodbye to you, and very shortly I'm coming to rate and analyze the last two stanzas of the poem. Okay, bye. Stay safe.